Okay. 25. I hope you people attended yesterday class, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
why
sir.
it's allowed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So today already I have informed you, right? So Python class will be started. So today onwards, Raven will train all the Python related basics and with respect to the scripting level, with respect to on DevOps perspective. So what are all the automation we can do in organization level. So he will have an hands-on experience with respect to the organization level, including development side, DevOps side. So he having very exposure with all the tools and technologies. So welcome, Raven. So he is having very vast experience with DevOps and software development field. Okay, he do have very strong knowledge in Python. So he have worked on cloud infrastructure, complete CI/CD pipelines, including Jenkins pipeline, along integrating with the Python modules, and he was done all the project complete automation. Right. So Raven is more passionate about teaching also. So currently he was training in institutional side also. So welcome, Raven. So today
Thank you, sir.
onwards, this whole week is yours. Um,
Thank you, sir. Definitely, I'll take it from here.
yeah.
Yes. Hi, all. Hope your preparation is good. Am I correct?
Hello, sir. Morning, sir.
Hello. Good
Hello, sir.
morning. Very good morning.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning. Good morning. Very good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Very good morning. Yeah. How is your preparation?
Yeah,
Preparation
thanks.
is going
It's
very
going
good,
good. It's
Raven.
going.
Yes.
Yeah, because yesterday,
As
day before yesterday, the strength was 39. Now
as
you can see the strength is 24. Now we can
24.
see the
Yeah.
seriousness, right?
Yeah, so this will not fetch anything, sir, actually for them. So they
Yeah,
need.
see,
Uh,
actually, we thought of completing the Terraform on the last week itself.
uh,
Okay, they only requested, okay, Friday we need a time for
mm,
celebrating Ayudha Puja and all. Okay, we excused it. Saturday also we excused it, and he has asked, okay, Sunday morning. Most of them are saying that, okay, sir, we are in a traveling, so please arrange it on evening sessions. Okay, he was arranged evening session 6 o'clock.
yeah.
Only 26 members attended.
Oh my God.
Right. So, and okay, that's okay. I agree with their point. Okay, most of them are traveling and all. At least they should inform it, right?
Yes, sir, exactly.
That's the main point. This is not the first time. Every time I'm saying that, okay, if you are in trouble, if you are in traveling, if you are in sick, if you are in any of the different reason, right? You should inform first. At least they should ping it, right?
Yes, exactly.
ಸಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಲೇಜ್ ಹೋಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ದಸರಾ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್, ರೈಟ್?
Exactly.
Yesterday he was planning to complete the complete project. ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ.
How those?
ಸೊ ವಿ
Yeah.
ಪ್ಲಾನ್ಡ್, ಯಾಕೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್ ಇಲ್ವಾ, ನಮಗೇನು ದಸರಾ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ರೈಟ್? ವಿ ಡೂ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ನಾವು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೇನು ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಕಮಿಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಮೇನ್ ಪ್ರಿಯಾರಿಟಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಯು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಾ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಐ ವೋಂಟ್ ಅಲೌ ದೆಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್, ಸರ್ ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾವೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾವ ಹಳ್ಳಿಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ನೋ ಇಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಹಾಕೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಅಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ವೀಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ಸ್, ಎಂಜಾಯ್. ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, ಓಕೆ. Yes, Raven. Sorry, but
No, no, sir. Actually, what you said is true. Guys, really, I'm telling you, in the organization, if you do like this, definitely for sure, within a month, you will not be there in the organization. That is for sure. There won't be any excuses in the organization. So whatever it is, you have to inform. Compulsorily, you have to inform. You have to take the permission. ಸೊ ಅದೇನಿದೆ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಇವಾಗ್ನಿಂದನೇ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಆ ಥರ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಪುಟ್ ಎನಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ನೋ ಗೈಸ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ವೈಲ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಶೋರ್. It may be any reason, you have to maintain it. So yeah, so first thing, you need to be serious about your life. Okay, we are here to give you the right path, but if you're not interested to walk in that path, definitely no one else will walk in your path. That is for sure. Don't take the life so easily, and even interviews are getting tougher. You have to be bit serious regarding interviews as well, and your preparation as well. That is for sure. Yes, thank you, sir, for introducing me for this team. Yeah, today I'll be starting with a Python. Okay, it goes for a week, all the sessions, and from tomorrow onwards, it will be at 7:30 sharp. 7:30 compulsorily join ಆಗಬೇಕು. No, don't miss out anything. Okay, if you miss some of the things at the beginning, there won't be any connectivity in the concepts for whole session.
okay,
Oh,
Raven.
yes, sir.
Sorry for interruption.
Sir.
Tomorrow onwards, create a new link for daily basis.
Sure, sir.
Allow up to 7:33.
Okay, sir.
7:33 onwards, any request denied.
Sure, sir.
Okay. If only
Okay.
10 members, start it.
Sure, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, let's get into the topic. So, I think some of you might have heard about the Python, some of you may not. Python is a programming language in simple words, and it is very simple. It is as simple as that. If you know English and if you remember some of the syntax, then definitely you can write any of the script in Python. And as you know already, even Ansible uses the Python itself to run all the modules. Yeah, let me share my screen. Hope you can see the screen, I believe. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for confirming. Yeah. So Python. So in this, you need to know some of the basics before we go into the where we use the Python and what type of scripts we need to write in the organization, right? All those things we will cover from the third class. Okay, third sessions. Today and tomorrow, we shall concentrate only on the basics. If you are good at basics, you can write any of the script. Okay, I'm telling once again, it is not a complicated one. Okay, it's simple as you know the English. If you know the English, that's well and fine. Okay. Um. Okay. Let me start with a simple sentence. Okay, and this sentence or this line will be helpful for debugging. This is an important sentence which you use for debugging the script anytime. Okay, not only in this, even in the shell script as well. Okay, this is the statement you will use. That is, we use print statement. Okay, whenever you write some script, okay, if you don't know what's happening in the script, okay, you can add any number of print statements in that. Okay, if you want to know what happens in every line you can add the print statement. There is no restrictions. Okay, this is the first statement you need to know for debugging the script. Okay, so let us say hello world, just run it. Okay, hope you can see how much simple it is, right? If you write just a print hello world, then it will print the statement. Whatever you write in this, it will print. Now, let's get into the basics. What basics you need for writing a script? You need what are data types. Okay, you need what are data types, and let me take a notepad. Okay, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, fine.
Yes, sir.
So what do you need? Basics. So first thing is you should know what are data types. Okay, then you should know what are data structures. STRUC, data structures. If you know these two, then you are almost 20 to 30% is done. You are good at like Python. Okay, data types and the data structures. Then what are data types? So before going to the data types, okay, in day-to-day life, okay, we use the currency, right? We use the numbers, right? And we use the names to call someone, right? And we use we used to make the decision as well, whether it is correct or wrong, right? Similar way, right? Whatever you do it in the daily life, you will be doing in the Python as well. Okay, the first one, numbers, you will be using the numbers, right? It may be a positive number or it may be a negative numbers. Those we call it as integers. Okay, what are integers? Integers are nothing but any value. Okay, any value, it may be a positive or negative. Okay, it should not be a decimal values. Okay, it may be -1 or it may be +1. Okay, any numbers, any whole numbers, we call it as a integers. So then what are the second data type? Second data type is, okay, again this also we come across the day-to-day life, that is float. Okay, float are nothing but simple to say decimals. All decimal values we call it as a float, 0 point something, like that. Okay, then third one, what did I say? What you will come across in day-to-day life? I said right. Can someone say that?
String. String.
Sorry. No.
String.
Don't go with the Python, sir. Leave about thing. Just I want to make you perfect, and you have to remember. So that's why I gave the example. Every day you come across these things. Okay. One thing is you call some name, right? If you want to call your friend, then you will call with a name, right? And if you want to pay something, you will pay with the numbers. Then if you go to the medical shop, you'll see the decimal values on the this what a strip of the tablets, right? And in someone, for example, if someone come and ask you, okay, I want to do this, what is your opinion? You'll say this is correct, this is wrong, right?
Oh,
So
yes or no?
yes, yeah. So you will be these four examples day to day life. You will be seeing this. Okay, you will be using these things, right? I'm correlating. Why I'm correlating is it is easy to remember. Okay, why we remember friend's name easily, why we remember the our house address easily means we use that more. Okay, and if you correlate like this, it is easy to remember. So from today onwards, whenever you say some suggestions, okay, hey, you are doing this, it is not correct, you are doing this, it's wrong, right? Then you should remember all these data types. Okay, and if you're saying something in terms of numbers, you have to remember the data types. So like that, try to correlate everything, then it will be easy to remember. You need not to what you can say, sometimes you will be doing a you will be mugging up, right? Don't do such things. Okay, so decision making, what you can say, either you will say correct or wrong or yes or no, right? So here, this we call it as a boolean, right? So it will be either true or false. Okay, are we clear so far?
Yes,
Are you
sir.
getting the things?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good, super. Yeah, so then we will be using names to call some friend, that we call it as a strings. Okay, strings, anything, any value or any words or any letters, okay, which is enclosed within the double quotes, then we call that as a string. Okay, for example, I will be using a, let me take my name Raven. I want to use this as a string, then I have to put it within the double quotes. Okay, for example, I want to use 10 as a string, then I should not use like this, I should use 10 like this, then it will be called as a string. Okay, it will not be called as a number. Okay, so while defining some variables like that, I'll take some examples. Okay, even if you want to define like this, true, this will not be a boolean value, this will be a string value. Okay, if you write decimal value like this, even this also called as a string. Okay, this will not be called as a float. Hope you are getting the things right. Got it, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. Now let's get into the small programs today for base as a basics. For today and tomorrow, whatever you are practicing, okay, use any of the online editor, by online Python editor. Okay, and from whenever we write some script, okay, from the third session, so we'll make use of the like Ubuntu server, right? You have the Ubuntu servers in the AWS, right? There we will write a small file, okay, which is a script. Then we shall see how to execute that. Then after that, how you can make use of the that script, or how to call that script in any of the pipelines or like that. Then at the last sessions, how you can automate the things using the Python. So this is we are going to discuss. Yeah. So simple. Okay. Directly, let's get into the variables as well. Variables is very simple. How you can remember the variables? What are variables? Anyone?
Variables are the variables which we can assign the value.
Hmm. Still anything?
Uh,
Any day-to-day life,
User
day-to-day
defined
examples?
values.
User-defined values. Still any other inputs? Okay, okay. Simple example. It looks funny, but still you can remember the things. Okay. What you can do is, I think so. Everyone is aware of the kitchen in your house, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what you will store usually in the kitchen, you will be storing the sugar and dal, everything, right? You will be storing at some place. Whenever you want, you will be accessing those items, right? So that I can correlate as a variables. Simple. Whenever you go to the kitchen, you see you should think that there are some of the variables in the kitchen. Okay. So whenever I want something, if you want access the sugar, right, then definitely you will go to the sugar containers, right? All those containers are different variables. Yes, easy to remember. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And variables. Variables you can give any of the name. Okay, I want to give it as Raven as a variable. Fine. Still, it is accepted. I want to give something, some letters. Okay, still it is acceptable. You can give anything as a variable. I want to give only one letter. Still, you can give it. There is no restriction. Okay, so usually, variables, as you go to the organization, it will not be a single letter or a single word. Okay, it will be combination of the words. For example, if there is a combination of the words, how to give? Okay, for example, let me take my name itself, Raven. Okay, Raven Siddheshwara. Right? How to have the multiple names? You have to have the full name separated by underscore. This is the standard it is maintained in the organization. If you go to the organization, if you see any of the script or a code, okay, multiple this whatever you have the variable name, okay, it will be split up like a using a underscore. Okay, underscore, that is a standard any of the organization. So for example, first first line I can say like this, or let us say first variable. Okay, you can define like this. I'll define it as a 10. Okay, I want to print this value. Okay, that's what you are accessing the sugar from the container. Okay, does anyone can give the inputs what I can write here?
First variable.
First variable, should I write it in the double quotes or without double quotes?
Without double quotes. Fine.
Okay, let me explain the difference. Okay, first I'll write it as a first variable. Okay, then we shall see what it will print. It will print the value of the variable. Okay, for example, if I put double quotes for this, what happens? Okay, yes, what happens if I put a double quotes?
It will
It will
print
print
first
first
variable.
variable.
It will print first variable, right? Why it will
Yes, sir.
print first variable? Is there any reason?
Because of quotations, a string. It now remember as a string.
Yes. So as I mentioned here, anything if it is in the double quotes or a single quotes, then it will be considered as a string. So it will think that there is some string. Okay, whatever it is there in the double quotes, the Python is least bothered about that. Okay, if you put anything within the quotes, then it will print. Okay, that's why you will get the first variable. Okay, hope you are getting the things right. Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Okay, now then what I'll do is I'll define second variable. Be clear whenever you get the doubts. Okay, since I'm the sharing the another screen, so if you raise the hands, I may not be it may not be visible for me. Please switch on your microphone and raise your voice. Okay, um, yeah, whenever you get the doubt, get clarified then and there itself. Okay, don't wait till the end of the class. For example, okay, let us take second variable as a Raven. Okay, then I'll print. What I can print is, okay, there is a spelling mistake here. I'll print it as a second variable. Will it print the value? No. Do you have an idea on this? I wanted to print the value of the second variable. Will it going to print as a Raven, or will it going to print as a second variable? Let me
It
think.
will be print as a Raven.
It will be print as a Raven, right?
Yes.
No, it's wrong. Why? Because see what it says. And this is one more thing. Not only in this Python, it may be any of the tool, whatever you learned. Okay. Whenever you get some error, okay, don't leave anything, read everything. Okay. Until until you feel comfortable. Okay. Read everything, every line. Okay, don't leave anything. For example, if you take this, okay, don't see, okay, oh, trace back, okay, okay, line number 2. No, 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 don't do that mistake until you become perfect. Okay, at least for 6 months or 1 year, read every line. Okay, so it is a trace back. So in the, this is the program name, main.py, and it says that in the line number 2 there is a error, that is a name error. Okay, so why it got a name error is, whatever you define name, it may be as a value or it may be as a variable, then it look for the value of that variable. Okay, Raven, for example, if I define like this, then it look for the value of Raven. It will not consider as a Raven itself value. Okay, why? Because I said you have to define either of these types values. Either you can define the integers, or either you can define it as a float or boolean or a string. Okay, these are the data types you can follow, right? So here it look for the Raven variable. If you give like this, it will consider this as a variable. Okay, then it will look for its value. Definitely there is no value for that. That's why it says Raven is not defined. Hope you got this. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So, okay, let me correct this. I'll give this as a first variable. Will I get the value now?
Yes, sir. Now it is defined.
Now it is defined. Why? Because it will look for the value of second variable. It will go here. Okay. Then what is the value? It is a first variable.
Yes,
Since
sir.
it is a variable, then it will look for its value, first variable value. Then it will go here and it will print 10. Got it? Why I said this? So in the organization level, it will be like this only. Okay. Somewhere they will be defining some basic variables. Those variables will be used multiple times. Okay. So defining a variable is really a important concept when it comes to the data types and all, right? For example, now, okay, I'll make some correction on this. What I'll do is I'll define once again first variable. I'll define it as 30 and I'll make this as a first variable. Okay. Now tell me what will be the output.
10 will be the output as it's the first.
So 10 will be the output, you think, right? Let me
Yes,
see.
sir.
So 30. Why it is 30? Because I said, because as I said in the previous program, okay, first it will execute, means whenever it execute this, it looks for a first variable, means it will go in the reverse order. So whichever the come first, okay, it will take that value, not the previous one. This we call it as a reassigning the value for the variable. Okay, reassignment. Why, sir, where we use, already we have defined the first variable. Still, what is the need of defining that variable? Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, keep this as a question. Okay, in the future course, maybe tomorrow I'll be discussing this with any of the like some other models. There you'll get to know why you get the situation to define that same variable with the other values. Okay, you'll get it. So you can note it down somewhere. Okay, tomorrow remind me, and maybe while teaching some of the modules like if statements, for loop, there I'll discuss this. But you should know this: whatever the immediate statement or immediate value it is assigned, so that will be accessed. That's why it is like this. For example, okay, now you tell me what is the value I get. Please look at to the program and tell me.
30, sir.
10. 10.
10.
10
30.
or 30?
30, sir.
30, sir.
30.
30?
Yes.
10.
10, sir. The spelling is
10.
wrong.
10, sir.
Okay,
10,
okay.
sir.
Let me run this program. Okay,
10.
10, right? Can I know the reason?
Spelling is wrong.
Spelling is wrong at the line number 2. Okay,
Oh, yes.
what is the
Yes.
spelling? I missed out A. If I do like this, I got 30. So that's why I said, okay, read, have the habit of reading line by line, everything, every time. Okay, you need this. If you want to write any of the script, you should have the habit of reading line by line. Then you can write any of the program, right? Or any of the script, either in the shell script or in the Python, right? You can write it on your own. And one more thing, to mention now itself, don't depend on AI tools completely. Okay, some of the organizations are blocking that. Okay, you cannot use the AI code directly into the like pipeline or something, right? You have to be aware. At least you can take as a reference, but you have to write it on your own. Most of the companies, as I see, they are blocking even chat gpt as well. You cannot open the chat gpt in the office laptop, that is for sure. So don't depend completely on the AI tools, but you can take that as a reference for your knowledge purpose. Okay, code will look like this. So based on this, I should write a own programming. Okay, own script, I have to write it. Got it, all of you? Don't depend on that completely. Okay. Okay, fine. Now you defined the variable, and reassignment of that variable is done. Okay. Now I have defined somewhere variable. I don't know the type of that variable, whether it is a integer or it is a float or a string or a boolean, right? I want to know the type. Okay, how I can know the type of that variable? Yes, any inputs? Anyone knows that? Simply, if you put type of first variable, then you will get it. Yes, you got the type. It is a class int. Int means integer. It is a short form that is used. For example, if you define like this, then if you run it, see, str means it is a string. Okay, if it is something like a float 0.05, then if you run this, it will say it as a float. Okay, what if it is a true? Now tell me, will it print it as a type boolean, or it will show an error? Will it throw an error here? Is it a
It will
boolean?
throw an error, sir.
It will
It's
throw an error.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
yeah,
if it
yeah. Let us see. Yes, it is not throwing the error. It says it is a boolean. So for example, now tell me whether it will throw an error or not. It will throw an error. Yes, it will throw an error. Yeah. So it says line 1, okay, name true is not defined. Usually, if even if you are using the VS Code or like that editors, so inbuilt statements will color will be different. That's how you can recognize. So true, there is a color change. Print also there is a color change, right?
Sir,
So
I have one doubt. Can you just
yes,
try with a zero, sir? What will be the data types of that zero?
sure, why not? Got it? Yes. Um, are you clear on this? Who has asked the doubt? As I
Yes, sir.
mentioned, yes,
Actually,
as I
yes.
mentioned, yeah. Okay, good,
Yeah.
very good, very good. So, as I mentioned, any value, you can take any value, including zero. Okay. So, positive side and the negative side, you can take any number, then it will give it as a int, integer. Okay. That's what we have studied, right? When we write integer, for example, still if you are not clear with this, okay, I can give one example. While maybe in the algebra or arithmetic, while defining this graph or something, right? You used to write 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, and this side 0 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. What it means? It means that 0 is included as an integer, right? That's what we have learned in the schools, right? So 0 is an integer. Okay. Yeah. Still any doubts on this? Whatever we have learned so far. Any doubts? No.
No, sir.
Come on, be interactive. Okay. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ದಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಯು ದಟ್. Be an interactive person completely. Okay, whatever you learned, you should be in a position to express it, right? So if you wanted to be a expressive person, be an interactive person in the class, then definitely you will be an expressive in the interviews. That is for
Sure, sir.
sure. Okay, fine. Now,
Sir, is
hmm,
it null is a data type in the Python?
hmm, I'll show with the practical. Okay, yeah, now itself you can judge this. Yeah, will it throw an error or not? Any idea? No idea. Okay, fine. Let me
No, it
run
is.
this. Yes, it threw. Why? Because it is taking that as a see, as simple as that. For example, if you define 0, there is a color change. Okay, then color change, then so no, don't don't take this as a blind method. Okay, it is a just like what we can say a fast judgment you can make on these colors. Okay, for example 0, okay, 0.80, there is a color change. Okay, if we define null, there is no color change. It means that it takes that as a variable. Okay, getting all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now what you can do is I'll give a 2 minutes of time. Whatever I taught you, please note it down separately. 2 minutes, only 2 minutes I can give. Okay. Because full session you may not remember, right? So whatever I have discussed, please try to put it on something, somewhere you store it. Yeah. Do it first. Yeah, fine. Now, let's go a bit deeper into the data apps. For example, some variable. I'll do it. First var. Okay. What I'll define is I'll define it as 1 plus 2. See, please observe the way I write the program or script or program. Okay. Um, if you observe the line, okay, after the first var, there should be a space, and after the symbol, there should be space. After the values, if you are going with any of the operations, then there should be a space. Okay, space separation is needed for readability. Okay, because in the organization, again I'm telling you, there are some of the standards which you need to maintain. You cannot define your own standards. So there is a some of the standard way you have to write the code. Okay, it's because, okay, even after you leave the organization, it should be a readable one, or if anyone referring your script, then it should be a readable. Okay, that's how it is. You have to maintain that. So Python, you can use it as a for addition, subtraction, whatever it is. Okay, you can do that as well. So if you print this first var, okay, then you'll get the value as a 3. You need not to define as a okay, the first value is 1, second value is 2. Okay, you can define like this, or still more simple, you can do it like this: 1 plus 2. Still you get the value. Okay, addition and subtraction with the numbers is really good, that you know from the school days everything, right? For example, where exactly you get the challenge, right? I have the first variable as Raven, some value, okay, Raven, and second variable, second var as a Siddheshwara. Okay, now I'll print first and second. Will it's going to print first and second? If I print the first variable and second variable, will it going to print Ravan Siddheshwara?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then you missed out some of the things what I said before. Please check out the line by line. Okay. Is there any mistakes in this code?
String.
No,
I
right?
don't think so.
We need to make as a
Exactly,
string.
Double
exactly,
quotes.
exactly. So if I don't put anything in the double quotes, how it will take that as a value, right? So you have to put it that in the double quotes. Then it will consider Raven as a value and Siddheshwara as a value. Got it? I'm telling you guys, practice. Okay. Today you are learning some of the things. At least 1 or 2 hours you have to spend on this. That is for sure. Okay. Yeah.
Sure, sir.
Mm, thank you. So what I will do is adding a strings is very much simple. First where use the plus symbol and use the second where. Then you will get it. You got the name. You got the full string, right? Now, it doesn't look beautiful. I want to make it very beautiful, or readability, not beautiful. I should not use that word. I want to make it still more readable. Okay. Um, what you can do is I want to introduce the space. Okay. Then again, put the plus symbol. Okay. Here, what you can do to put the space between Ravan and the Siddheshwara.
And underscore.
Underscore, then still anything See,
Quote space.
again, I'm going back here. Okay. If you give this also, it will take it as a string. Okay. Or if you give like this, still it will consider that as a string. Okay. But what makes the difference is if you give one space, it will consider that one space. If you give three spaces here, then it will consider that three spaces as a string. So as I mentioned, you can give space or symbols or letters or numbers, whatever you want. Okay. You just put it in the quotes, then it will be called as a string. Okay. Here, why we need to use like that means because you can add only strings to strings. You cannot add any two different data types. Okay. So two different data types then you add madak baralla. So that is the one thing. So you can add only string to string. Okay. This is how it is. If you run like this, see, now it is still more. It is still more better, right? Yeah. Now I want to introduce the not the space. I want to introduce the underscore. Still you can do it. Then if you run it, see, okay. So whatever you want to do, you can do it. You can define any space here, any symbols. If you want to put star mark, go ahead and put the star mark. No, I want to put something, for example, 67. Okay, you go ahead and put it like this, then you will get it. But what are the mistakes you can do is possible mistakes. You will put like this. So if you run this code, you will not get the output. Instead, you will get the error. What is the error? Yes, it says can only concatenate strings, not the int to strings. Okay. This process of adding the strings, we call it as a concatenation. Okay. Concatenation, another. Okay. You will be hearing this word often and often in the organization, right? Um, Concatenate. If you want to concatenate any two strings, then use the plus symbol, right? That is more than enough. It will add. Okay. You cannot use any of the other data types, right? Two different data types you cannot use. Got it, all of you? Yes. Okay. This is fine. Now, I want to I want to print Raven Siddheshwara and 10 star symbols. How can I do it?
Third variable,
Or
quotation space.
okay, leave about thing. I want to print this name multiple times. How many times I want? I want to print it in a single shot. So I want to print this in a 10, 10 numbers. How can I do it?
Using loops.
No, that is a okay. That is the next concept. Okay, using the loops one after the other. Okay, my name is such a way that Raven Siddheshwara, right? And after that again Raven will come. After that again Siddheshwara will come. After that Raven will come. After that Siddheshwara will come. Or or okay, or
So we
not.
can add a print statement 10 times.
Mm,
So we can get the output.
very good thought. Okay. For example, whenever you see some test paper or like that, at the end there will be symbol like this, right? Okay, these many stars will be there, end will be there, and you have again it will be there. Okay, I want this in a single statement. Single statement, I want this. You may say, okay, I know. You may think beyond. Sir, put this statement in a one variable and just access it, right? No, 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 not like that. I don't have time to type these many stars. Okay, even I don't know how many stars. Okay, I don't want to count those stars and all, right? In a single stretch, okay, this side I want. So what happens if you do it manually? I'll put the stars like this. Let me explain. If you go with the manual thing, okay, do you have guarantee that the number of stars from left side and the number of stars in the right side will be the same? Do you have guarantee on that? No, right? You don't have guarantee on that. So that's why you cannot go manually. That's where automation comes into picture. Yes. What is the possibility? Any inputs? No. Okay, let me teach you. So first variable, I'll define it as a star. Okay. Then second variable, I'll define it as a end. Okay. Then, right, complete statement. See, you can write directly, but still for understanding, I'm defining separately. Okay. Complete statement. Okay, there is spelling mistake. Okay, no issues. Let me correct this. What I can do is first var, okay, into 10. Getting all of you, plus second var, plus second, sorry, first var into 10. Okay, now let us see the statement. I want to print complete statement. Yeah, will you get that statement whatever I have shown previously? Will you get that? Yeah, let us see. Got it? Easy? Okay, I want to define it as 50 stars. Still, you can get it. Yes, easy. So now I can make sure that, or I can give guarantee that whatever the number of stars it is there in the left hand side will be equal to the right hand side. But still, it is not that much good, looking good. What I can do, what I can do here to look still more better. Yes, what I can do is just introduce one space. Plus, yeah, now you see, is good,
Yes, sir.
easy. Okay, let me paste all the codes in the notepad, then I'll share this notepad. Then it will be helpful for you to revise. Okay, then so like that you can multiple any of the strings any number of times you want. Okay, don't do any mistake. What are the still possible mistakes is you will be defining a variable name like this and you will be making mistake as like this. What is the difference here?
Caps.
Caps. Okay, and one more thing, don't never use the capital letters for defining the variables. Never use. Okay, wherever it is, don't use any capital letters to define any of the variables. Okay, now so you got this the total number of stars and everything, right? But I want to know how many characters are there here. Number of characters. What you will do? Manual method. So definitely we will start counting it. Okay. We'll start from the left hand side to right hand side. How many are there? And we'll consider E and D as a one count. Then we will count that and we'll get the number. No, I don't want to do that. So directly I want to get the number of this. Okay, completely. So what I can do? There comes one more module that we call it as a length, L-E-N-G-H-T, length of, this is a variable I'm defining it. Okay, this is not the model. So the module is len. Okay, length of complete statement. If I define it as a len, it will count each character. Okay, so again, it will not count as a e and d as a character because it is defined as a this one, right? Let me see. So print, no, it will consider a e and d as a separate. Yes. um Length of the statement. Yes, it has considered. So 50, 50, 100, 101, 102 plus these three, 105. So total 105 characters are there. Okay. Why we need this? Okay. For example, if you have any of the length statement, okay, you don't know number of characters, then you can find this. Okay. Length of the characters. Got it? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then before going to the for loop and if statements, what you need to know is you need to know, let me copy this first. You need to know the indexing. Indexing. So indexing. Okay. Understand this clearly. If you know indexing, then you can write any of the statements like if or while or for, right? You can make use of that, right? For example, what is indexing? Indexing is just nothing but uh, giving numbers to the characters, right? For example, I have something RAV, Ravi. I have separated it, okay, but the original name would be Ravi like this. If the name or a string like this, what happens is, what Python will do, it will assign 0 for this, it will assign 1 for this, it will assign 2 for this, it will assign 3 for this. Okay, so this we call it as a indexing. Indexing is nothing but just giving values to the characters of, it may be a string or anything, right? So why we need indexing? So definitely we can access the values of the variables, and we can print anything, we can combine anything, we can multiply anything. So upon all this, why we need, what is the reason I need to learn the indexing? Because, for example, yeah, as I mentioned, so this is the one, E and D, and yeah, imagine same example whatever we have discussed previously. This side we have the 50 characters and right side I have the 50 characters. Okay, I want to extract only end, that whatever the string I have in between, in the middle, I want only that. Then we go for the indexing. Getting getting the things. So once again, I'll repeat it. Indexing is just nothing but assigning the values starting from the zero. Okay, it is because to access the letters or a group of string easily, it will make us easy to extract the any of the string. For example, as I show here, in this length of a string, if I want to extract the end, end, then the indexing comes in. Okay, so what happens here is the first star will take the zero and it will continue 0 1 2 3 4 like that. Here you need to know one more important point is including this space will take that one value. Okay, what I mean is here, okay, I have given the space only for the understanding. It will be like this, right? For example, if I say Ravi Kumar, okay, so first it will start with a 0 at R, and I will take the 3 value, and K will not take the 4.
ಒಂದು ಮೂರ್
Instead,
ಇವ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಒಬ್ರು ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಐತೆ ಅದ್ರಾಗಿರೋ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ಒಂದು
sorry,
ಅದೇ ಒಂದು ಧರ್ಮ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ
what
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಟಸ್ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಐತೆ.
Nagarjun, switch off your microphone. Yeah, got it. So the space, whatever the space is there, even that will take the value. You may have the doubt, sir, I have the two spaces in between the Ravi and Kumar. So will it take that as a one number or two numbers? Definitely it will be a two numbers. Okay. Here the R will be 0, A will be 1, V will be 2, I will be 3, and two spaces, right? 4 and 5 will take that spaces. Then K will be assigned as a 6. That is how the indexing. Manually, you cannot do any indexing. The Python inbuilt function it is. Okay. The Python it itself assign these values. You will not be doing this manually. Okay. If you want to access only VI from the Ravi, definitely you can use indexing. If you know indexing, then only you can go with the for loop easily. Okay. Any doubts in the indexing? Let me know now itself. Otherwise, you will not understand anything in the for loop. That is for sure. Any doubts in the indexing?
No, sir. No.
No, it will start from the zero here, not in the reverse order, in the like a normal. No, it will not assign from the last, but there is a still more models. So for example, if you want to access only these last stars, right? So that one, there are some methods you can follow. Even that also comes under the indexing itself. So how to access? If you use such models, then on top of this, okay, this is a regular one. It will be assigned. On top of this, okay, based upon the models or methods you use, it will start from here like this, -1, and it will take this as a -2, like this. Okay. Or reverse reverse order or like that. It will start from zero from the starting of the string. Clear? Any doubts in this? No, right? Yeah. Again, I'll give some time, 2 minutes of time, right? If you want to note it down, please note it down. Whatever you got it till now. 2 minutes exactly. Make it fast. Please revise everything, whatever I have taught you so far. If you have any doubts, get it clarified before we move on to the next concepts.
Uh, Hi, sir. Meanwhile, I have one question.
Mm,
Sir, if we have the variable first name is equal to our name,
mm,
and if I again assign that first name equal to different name, it will give the second name, the output. So
exactly.
then we will call it as a there is a no exception for that local global scope, right? So then it is a local scope, right? So how
No, no,
we
no,
can?
no. No, no, no. It is not like that. So tomorrow, while discussing the for loops, I'll take an example and I'll say you, okay,
Okay.
where you get the situation to define it again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So why? Because uh, okay, guys, other students don't become panic if you don't know for loop. Okay, tomorrow we'll be discussing. Narayan, in simple to say, you will define some variable, okay, globally, and you will start writing the block of code in the for loop, right? In the for loop there will be a block of code, right? So for some reason you want that variable to be assigned with a some value only for that block of code. Okay, if you define it there, it will be there only the for that block of code. It will not be defined as a globally. So that's where it comes in. Okay, that is the concept I wanted to say you. Are you clear?
Yes, sir. So
Yes.
then we have to use it in functions only, right? So like
Functions in the sense?
means the scoping concepts is
Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely, definitely.
okay, sir.
Yeah. Any other doubts? Anyone? Good. Hope you're done with these things. Yeah. Let's
And
get
is there
into.
any keyword for that assigning the variables, sir? As I learned from JavaScript,
Hmm.
we have like const, let, and where. So do you have
Key.
any keyword means assigning the variable? Is there any
Uh, Keyword in the sense, in what context you are
means
asking?
we are assigning the variable first name is equal to string name, string in
Okay.
the double.
Okay.
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 So is there only one way to assign the variable, or is there any way?
No, this is a way.
Okay, sir.
This is the only way you can assign the variables.
Yes, sir.
So you can make use of the other variables to assign to the some other variables. That is okay. But the whatever the syntax, whatever I have shown you, that is the only syntax you have to follow to define the variables.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So indexing. Yeah. Let's get into deeper in the indexing. So you might have the doubt, sir. You said about the indexing. You said about 0 to 1 to 3, and it will be there. How to access some particular letter or a particular string, right? How do you access that? So the syntax is simple. What is the syntax? Is variable name, okay, and put the square brackets. Okay, in this square brackets you will be defining the either range. Okay, you have to define the range here separated with colon. Okay, full colon, right? Wait. Okay, now it is visible clearly. Yes. So how you can access it? You can make use of the square brackets, and you have to mention the range. What is the range then? So this we call it as a range. So it is 0 to 3. Okay. For example, I'll define it as a 0 to 2. So 0 to 2, right? If I define like this, I will get only RA. It will not be printed as RAV. The reason behind is it will the end index will not be considered. So this the first one we call it as a start index. This we call it as a start index. and this we call it as a end index. Okay, end index will not be considered. So if you want 2, then always it should be like a n plus 1. Simple to say. If you are defining, if you want something from 0 to n, then the range should be 0 to n plus 1. Okay, if you want 0 to n, if you want 0 to n string, then end index should be, it should be n plus 1. Keep that in mind. This is very important. Okay, start index, it will start from whatever you give the number. If you give it as a 1, then it will start from the a only. Okay, only for the end index you have to give the n plus 1, then only it will consider. For example, if you want rav, then n plus 1 is 2 plus 1, that is 3. Okay, you have to give the value as a 3, then only it will print rav. Let us try this example. Okay, yeah, I'll define one new variable. So, okay, some variable name. Okay, I'll define it as a Ravi. Well, let me take this next. Okay, so part variable name. So part of it I'm taking. Okay, so what I can do is variable name and put the square brackets. Then I have to mention the start index and the end index. What I can give the start index as, so since it is a like a very small one, it has only the from indexing from 0 to 3. So I'll take 0 colon 3. Okay. If I take only 0 colon 3, then output will be print. So part where name, see, rav, it will not consider it as a I, though it is assigned the index value as a 3, it will not consider. So that's why whenever you give the range, the end index should be n plus 1. Okay, you should not give it as a n. Okay, so ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ plus 1 you have to give plus 1 only for the end index. Okay, so okay, there may be some alignment issue.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Uh, just because the range starts from 0, we are
Mhm.
giving n plus 1. Like if we start from 1, then it will be what is the correct number? If you want
No,
5,
no,
we
no,
will
no.
give.
It is irrespective of the start index.
Okay.
So let
Start
me
index
discuss.
always
Let
starts
me
from 0.
discuss some more examples on this. Okay, you'll get the clarity.
Okay.
Yeah. So for example, RAV, right? I want to extract only A and V. Okay, only AV. I want to extract AV. Then I can give it as 1. So this is a number where you want to start it. Okay, where you want the Python to consider. Okay, and this is where it is not the end, the one letter before that it will end at there. Okay, so if you run this, then it will print it as AV. Okay, start index and end index are independent. Okay, it doesn't depend on anything, right? So start index, you have, of course it should be within the range, the maximum range what you have in the means what you have. Okay, so it should not go out of the range yet. Start index you can give any number, and another important thing is it should be the smaller one and it should be the larger one. Okay, you cannot give 3 colon 1. Okay, there are some more again methods, right? If you want to extract only I, for example, if you have a very big name, okay, that we shall see. Getting the things, any doubts, anyone?
Sir, the the end of the indexing will not include itself, right? So it will be always excluded.
Always. Okay, you write any of the script. Okay, Anywhere you do it, it will end index will not be considered. Python is designed like that. It will not consider the end one.
It will always consider the last but one, means the given number
Last but
but
one.
one.
Yes. If you give it as 3, it will consider up to 2
Two.
index.
Okay. Yes. But the first starting index will be included.
Starting index will be included. That's how it is.
Okay.
Yes. Any doubts? Any other? Yeah. No doubts. Can I move on? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good. For example, okay, right? I want R and V, not A. Any idea? So one thing, what you can do, like whatever you have the knowledge so far. So you will take out only R. You can take out only V. Then concatenate those two. Then you will get the RV. Okay, that is a manual method. You can do it. So it is bit lengthy, right? So directly, if I want to extract only R and V, okay, then what I can do is I'll start from 0. Okay, I will end at 3. Okay, since I need a like index value of a 2, I'll end at 3, and I will give it as step size. Okay, I'll define it here. End index colon step SIZD. What is meant by step size? Step size means how many letters you want to count. Means how many, what is the step you want to follow. By default, it is 1. Okay, that's why the very next letter it will be considered. Okay, if you give 2 like this, see, okay, yeah, let me execute this, then you will come to know. RAV, right? What it means is it will start from 0 and it will end at 2. And what is a like a count? It should means what is the step it need to follow is only 1. Means very next letter it should consider 1 means. Okay, getting. So if I want to have only R and V, then I'll give step index as a 2. Then you see it will print RV. Got it? Once again, I'm repeating. So by default, if you give like this, it means that it is same as this. Okay, both are same. If you give 0 to 3 or 0 to 3 colon 1, it will be same as 0 to 3 only. Okay, by default, whenever you do, means whenever you extract something, if you don't give any step index, it will be considered as a 1. Okay. Um, if unless and until you define separately, it will be considered as a 1. Okay, means one step size in the sense next number it will consider 1 2 3 4 like that, one step. Okay, hope you got it. So this is the step index. Okay, for example, so I'll define it as Ravi Kumar. Okay, now I'll define it as small k. Yes. Now if I define it as a 2 here, what it happens is it will pick the R, it will pick the V, then it will pick the space here. Okay, it will not pick the K, it will pick the space, then it will pick the U, it will pick the A. So RV space UA, you should get the output. Oh, sorry. I had given the range like this. So, okay, fine. Yeah. I don't know what is how many letters are there. How can I go with that? I don't know the end index. I don't know how to define. Yes, any inputs on that?
So we can use a length.
You can make use of the length, right? That's what we have discussed, right? So I don't know the what is the length of this string. Then what I can do is just define length of some variable. Okay, string. Then len of variable name. Okay, then here, if I want to go completely length of the string, if you want to define like that, you can define it as a length of the string also. Means whatever the value you have, you can define it in terms of the variable as well. Okay, it will accept it. Okay, or sir, I don't want to do like this. What I'll do is, first I'll do here print statement, then I'll see the number, then I'll go miss. Okay, it's well and fine, but that is not the good practice. Okay, good practice is good practice is how much you make the short. Okay, how best you can write the program. Okay, within a less number of lines, you should do the best work or best automation. That is the best code we can say. Okay, so define it. Again, it comes by practice. It will not come by a single day. It comes by practice. You have to practice. That's it. So length of the string. Okay, and step size is 2. Let me see now. You got it? RV and UA. Yes, let me paste this. Yeah, any doubts in this step indexing? Any
Sir,
doubts? Hmm.
I understood the first part of Ravi, but I didn't understand the second part, like Kumar. Could you please explain also?
Okay, no problem. I'll let me teach once again. Okay, okay. You understood what is a step indexing?
Yes, sir. If you give the step indexing, then mentioned,
Oh,
letter
yes.
will be skipped.
Yes. So how many number, whatever the number you give, those many letters will be skipped. Okay, for the next
Yes, sir.
step.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Ravi, Kumar. So what happens here is R will take the 0, A will take the
Yes,
1,
sir.
V will take the 2, and I will take the 3. And this
Yes.
space, one space, right?
Oh,
One, it will take a one number here. Okay. If you give two space, then it will take two numbers here itself. Okay. So
okay.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4. K will take the number 5 in the
Fine.
indexing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now I don't know what is the length of the string. Okay. For example, it is
Okay.
something very big, right? I don't know the length of the string. I want to know the length of the string. Then only I can define it. Okay. So length of the string. Okay. Oh, sorry. string. So we have the module len. If you use the module len of a variable name or a string, if you give it, you will get the complete length. Okay, it will give.
Yes,
For example, I'll define this like this. Then print length of the string. Then it will print the how many characters are there. It will have 10 characters. Is that true? 0, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters. I believe I know where you got confused. Sir, it is showing 10 characters. Okay.
yes,
But if you take from the 0, it will stop at 9. Okay.
yes,
That's what
that's
I have mentioned. Okay. Why we need to take the length of the string is length of the string is always n plus 1 when it compared to the indexing. If you compare that to the indexing, if you take the length of the string directly, then it will be an n plus 1 because indexing will start from the 0, length of the string will start from the 1. Okay,
one.
keep
Oh,
it
okay.
keep this in mind. Okay, got it?
Okay. Yep.
Doubt clear aita?
No, sir. Actually, still the indexing the next word ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Okay,
K ಏನಕ್ಕೆ skip ಆಗಿದೆ. Like I just want
okay,
to
okay,
confirm.
fine. So length part, I think so no one has the doubt, right? So length and indexing, what is the comparison? Length, whenever
Yes, sir.
you define the model length, len, it will count as a starting from
Zero.
1. Okay, it will not start from 0. Okay. 1. It will start from 1, and when it comes to the 2 minutes, let me close the window. Sorry. Yeah. But when it comes to the indexing, it will start from the 0. It will not start from the 1. Okay. Yeah. Now, what you can do is um, step or part of variable. Okay. Part of var is equal to, what I'll do, variable name. First, you have to define the variable name. Okay. Then use the square brackets. Then start index. You have to give the start index. Either you can give it as 0. Okay. Whichever the number you want it. So
Okay.
from there, again, you have to define the
Length.
end index should be n plus 1. Okay. If you have the like for example 9 letters means you can define it as a 9 only, because the length of the string will be starting from, it will start
0.
counting from 1,
1
but for
1.
the index it will start from the 0. That's why you see the difference, n plus 1. Okay. So what I can do is, since it is a length of the string as a 10, I can give it as a either 10. Okay. You can give as a 10, or if you give as a variable where you found out the length of the string. Okay. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರೋ ಆ ವೇರಿಯಬಲ್ ಸಹನು ಅಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay. You can assign it.
Yes, sir.
So if you assign like this, what happens here is it will search for the length of the string. It will go here and it will search for this value. This value will be 10, right? So it will be
Yes, sir.
executed and it will be, the value will be 10. So the 10 will come here. Then you define the step size. If you define it as a 2, what it means is by default it will be 1. If you don't define anything, then it will be considered as a 1. Okay. If you
Yes,
define
sir.
some other number, then only it will consider that particular number. If I do it like this, then every means you are telling the Python to skip one letter. It is as
Yes,
simple as that. Okay. For example, you are climbing the steps. Okay. So I want to climb every 2 steps. So every second step I want to climb it. So what you will do? You'll skip one step, right? That's what
yes,
it
sir.
will do here. Same way. If
Same.
you give us two like step size, you have to skip one in between, right? 0 and 2. One you have to skip. So like that it will do. Got the clarity?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yes. Now if you print part of the variable, then you get this RV and UA. Still any doubts on this?
No, sir.
Sure, I have a
Sir,
small doubt.
Yeah.
okay. Sir, ಇದು ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸರ್ ಏನು ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್
ಅದು ಎಂಡ್ವರೆಗೆ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಂಡ್ ವರ್ಗ ತೊಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೂ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ನಿಂದನೇ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ.
ಸರ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸರ್ ಈಗ
Okay. Let me show this example. Very good doubt you have asked. Okay. You mean to say like this, right?
ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ
Exactly.
ವಿತೌಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್.
Without skipping. Okay, fine. I will not skip and I'll remove this colon. Got it?
I got the answer, sir.
You got the answer? Yes.
Yes.
Good. And it's good that you raise this doubt actually. I forgot to say this. Good. Yeah. Any other doubts? If you don't mention anything, okay, automatically it will take. You need not to define the total length of the string or anything. Okay. And one more thing. If you want to comment it out, so I don't want this length of the string to execute, what you can do, just put it like this. If you add hash in the starting of the line, then it will be considered as a comment. It will not be considered as a line of the program. Okay. It will not be executed. You can comment it out like this. Okay. Got it? Yes. Some other doubt someone was asking.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Sir, if I use the starting index as 1,
Mm.
and
Okay.
then I'll give a length of the string. So
Okay.
after that, it will be 2. If I skip provide 2,
Okay.
so
Yeah, still
mm,
you will get it. Yes.
okay. Yes, sir. Got it.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
So, starting with whatever the number you give here, it will start from there. Since you have given as a one, it starts from here and it will go here to the I, and then it will leave the space. Then it will go
Space.
to the
Okay.
K. Then it will skip the U. Then it will go to the M, and it will go to the R.
R. Yes, sir.
That's what we
Got
got
it.
it here. AIKMR.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any doubts on this? Instead of length of the string? No, 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 no. That is for 100. In the sense, I didn't get your context. You mean to say one number less than the length of the string, or just a letter n like this? So no, 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 no. So you missed something. So for understanding purpose, I said it as a n plus one. Okay, you cannot use the letter this letters n or n plus one or like that. So for understanding purpose, what I said is, so if we have n letters here, okay, if you have n letters, then if you want to print all the n letters, then you should give end index as the n plus 1 value. That's what it means. Okay, you should not use the n letter here. So here what will be the n? If I want to print all the letters here, the n will be 3. So I have to give n plus 1. Then I have to give the range as a end index as a 4. Then only it will print 0 to 3 letters. Got it? Yeah. No, if you are not clear, let me know. I'll give one more example. Not an issue. But be clear. If you are clear with today's session, then only you will get the things for the tomorrow session. It is interconnected, guys. I'm telling you, if you miss out a single session, definitely sure you will not get the things. That's why if you have doubts, get clarified today itself. These are all basics, very basics. Any doubts in
ಸರ್
this?
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್
Mm,
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್,
ಒಂದ್
ಅದು
ನಿಮಿಷ
ಡೇಟಾ
ಹ್ಮ್
ಸರ್
ಹ್ಮ್
ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಎಲ್ಲೂ. ಲೈಕ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸು
ಹ್ಮ್
ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗಿಗಾಗಲಿ ಅಥವಾ
ಹ್ಮ್
ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ಲೋಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೂ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ಲೈಕ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನೇ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ನಾವು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಹ್ಮ್
ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ನೇಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಬೈ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಟಿಜರ್ ತಗೊಳುತ್ತೆ, ಫೈನ್ ಸರ್. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಂಗ್, ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್, ಫ್ಲೋಟ್,
ಹ್ಮ್
ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನಾವು?
ನಾವು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಸರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ ಪೈಥಾನ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟು ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಪೈಥಾನ್ 3, ಓಕೆ, 3 ವರ್ಷನ್ 3.0 ಬಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಡೇಟಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಏನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, so you need not to mention any of the data type like this. You can directly define. If you define, for example, 0.5, automatically it will consider that as a float. You need not to define separately.
ಸೊ ಇನ್ಬಿಲ್ಟ್ ಲೈಬ್ರರೀಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಸರ್ ಓಕೆ?
Inbuilt ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು. ಮುಂಚೆ ಬಿಫೋರ್ 3.0 ವರ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆನೋ, 3.x ಬಿಫೋರ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಬಂದಿರೋ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ನ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಡಿಫೈನ್ 10 ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಕೇಸ್ ಯು ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟು ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ 10 like that. Okay, so that was the case previously. Here also you will be using it, int or string like that. So let me give an example where you will get the chance to, or you will get the need to convert it. For example, variable name is 10. Okay, um, still more better way. First var as a Raven, and second var as a 10. Okay, I want to concatenate this. There I may need conversions. So complete statement. Complete statement is equal to, so directly I'll take first var plus, then directly I cannot use the second var here. What I can do is int of, sorry, not int, str of second var, then it will convert. Okay, it will convert that into the second string. Then if you print like this complete statement, then you will not get any error. What happened? Oh,
Sir, should we
Equals to.
define second?
exactly. um 2 minutes. Yes, Raven 10. Yes, please go ahead. What is the doubt?
Sir, instead of giving a string second word, in like second line only we can use as a string, no, sir, then.
Yeah, definitely you can use it. Why? Because why I'm converting here? Because in the upcoming lines, whatever you write, there may you may need this 10 as an integer itself. So
Okay.
that's this is how the standard you need to maintain. So as I said previously, okay, define the variables. Okay, basic variables, whatever you want. Wherever you want, you can convert it. Not an issue.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
convert that only for that particular block of a code. It will be considered as a string. Then remaining everywhere wherever you want to use, then it will be considered as a 10 only integer.
Got it, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Any other doubts in this? Very good doubt. I appreciate it. Any other doubts? No. Okay, are we clear so far whatever I taught today? Yeah. Okay. Do you feel Python is something very complicated? Do you feel like that?
As of now, no, sir.
As of now, no, right? Definitely you will not feel like that. Okay, so I said, as I said before, if you know a little of English, then you can remember anything and you can write any of the script. Okay, and don't have some of the things like okay, in the interview they may ask for 20 lines of the code, 30 lines of the code. No, not like that. Okay, whether you know the Python or not, they will judge it in within 3 lines, 3 to 4 lines of the code. Okay, they may ask you any like a for loop or if conditions or any of the script or any scenario based questions. How can you make use of the Python in the Jenkins pipeline? So like that. Okay, uh, don't imagine like, okay, they may ask for 20 lines of the code, very big code like that. No, not like that. If you know the very means very basics and everything, then it's you can crack the interviews, that is for sure. But you have to upgrade once you go to the organization. Definitely uh, you have to upgrade yourself. Okay, there is a lot of things to learn in the Python, so don't restrict yourself in the learning. It not only with our respect to Python, any of the DevOps tools, don't restrict yourself after, even after getting the job. Okay, don't restrict. This is the one session I can give. Okay, yes. Tomorrow, is there any doubts now? If you want, if you have any
Yes, sir.
doubts, if you have any doubts for today's sessions, get clarified now itself.
So, can you share the screen, sir, please?
Okay, sure. Okay, before that, let me wind up, and whoever has a doubt, they can they can stay back. So everyone, today I'll be sending a new invitation to join the class. Okay, and 7:33 is the deadline. Okay, I'll not allow any of the students after 7:33. Okay, be cautious. 7:33 to 9:30, and it may go up to 9:45 max to max. Got it? Don't miss out the classes. Thank you. You can leave the meeting if you're done with for the today. Those who have the doubts, please stay back. Yeah. Yes, actually, let me share the screen. Can you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Also in the you have given first where is equal to Day1 and
Mm,
second where is equal to 10, right?
mm.
So what happens if you give in the second where if you replace it as a first where, then if you give another name? No, sir. Second where.
Second where you're replacing with the first where, right?
No, sir. The first where if you replace that where
Here, right?
with with the first where, and if you
Oh,
give the is equal to the other name, like what will be the output?
so I'll define it as something. Okay. For anyone. Okay. You mean to say like this?
Yes, yes, yes.
So this will not work. Okay. So if you print first var, if you print, definitely you can expect the recent one. So this is the recent one, right? So it will be replaced. Yeah, that's we call it as a reassigning the variable. I hope your doubt got clarified.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Any other doubts? No? Fine then. We shall meet tomorrow, 7:30 sharp. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
done, guys. Yes, Revan.
Sorry, sir. Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
Revan. No
Yeah.
problem. No problem. You can exit now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Revan.